Oh, yeah, they're all in here.
Is there a man here with you? I do. I cuss a lot. I cuss in front of them. So look, I cuss a lot.
Every one of them's
all right, that's okay.
No, my son's in jail. It's not okay.
Is there a man here with you?
Not here.
Is not a man here with you?
But I'm here. What does that matter?
Okay,
My son is leaving. I don't care. It's my son.
So tell them
Did you walk through too? They all
but I'll tell them that if they're not doing what they need to do, then yes, there's consequences to that. Yeah. If it takes that amount of time for when I tell a kid to do something and they're not doing what they're supposed to do, then there is consequences, like push-ups, like running laps,
like telling them to get away from your drill.
Like telling them to get out of my drill if they're not participating, doing right, get out of my drill, get the out of my drill, or whatever it takes to get my drill.
How you doing? This is Nathaniel Soaps of Swope Setting. Today, I want to talk to you about Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch was running a football camp, and I'm not sure if it was for high school students or elementary school age students or possibly even college, but there was an issue with a parent, Caucasian female parent, and she was upset with Marshawn Lynch cursing at her son. Marshawn Lynch said that her son was being lazy in the drill, so he told the son, "Get the F out my drill." Now, I'm a school teacher. I've been a school teacher for 14 years, and I've been dealing with kids, and I know there's a big thing with not using profanity with kids. And I myself, I get upset sometimes when I use profanity with kids, but I know administration, parents, even if they use profanity with their kids, it's not like it used to be where parents are just okay with it. A lot of parents don't want you screaming at their kids necessarily. They don't want, and using profanity with their kids. Now, I know Marshawn Lynch played in the NFL. He played high collegiate football, and he's probably dealt with a lot of the kids in the urban community in his neighborhood. I forget exactly where he is in California. And a lot of times, a lot of kids in the urban community, you can use profanity with those kids and possibly get away with it. I'm going to guess that these kids are more upper middle class kids, possibly rich kids. And a lot of parents just don't want you using profanity with their kids. Now, the woman, she seemed to follow Marshawn Lynch up the stadium stairs from the field, which is pretty far, arguing with him. Marshawn Lynch continues to ask her, "Is there a father with you, a man with you, so I could talk to him?" And I think the reason for that, because she seems to continue to repeat herself and want to argue with Marshawn Lynch about his cussing at the parent. I think once he explained to her that, look, your kid was being lazy in the drill, and this is why I said this to him, you know what I'm saying, and this and that, I think it's easy for and she probably just wanted an apology. It could have been easy for Marshawn Lynch to say, look, he's being lazy, I apologize, but if he's going to be in my drill or be in this camp, this is how I'm going to talk to my campers. And with the parent, instead of her repeating herself and arguing with him, she could have easily been like, look, I don't like your behavior with my child. I want my money back, and we're going to leave the camp. It didn't have to be a continuous thing, and that's why I think he asked for a man, because it could have been a simple conversation. Like, look, I don't like you talking to my kids. Like, well, this is my camp. He's like, look, you can give us our money back and apologize, and that could be it. Instead of being a continuous on conversation, hopefully, not resulting in physical contact. But like I said, I think when you're dealing with collegiate kids or kids in an urban environment, you could probably use that language. But once you start dealing with really young kids, elementary age kids, kids with a lot of parental involvement, parents today are just not allowing you to use profanity with their children like they used to. So I think with Marshawn Lynch, I know what he's probably used to and dealing with older and grown men, but you're not going to be able to tell young kids to get the F out my drill in a camp that they pay for. So as I have to learn, I think a lot of athletes have to learn once they start dealing with younger kids and kids in different environments, they have to use better language and possibly allow, once you host these camps, it could be the Marshawn Lynch camps, and he can oversee it, but he should allow elementary school coaches and high school coaches, possibly college coaches, or even players to work these drills and deal with the players individually, and he more so deals with the administrative side. Like I said, I just think that once you're running a camp, you can't use that language with those kids, and as the parent, I think she should have just took her kid out, asked for her money back, asked for an apology, and just left it alone. It shouldn't have been a continuous thing or argument. All right, so this is the thing Swope said is signing out, and you all have a good one.